I'm Johnny Millennium, and this is Victor Lucas, and this is Film Fury. And today we're talking about spoilers for The Last Jedi.
Yes.
We're both back in the same place. Vic was at Lucasfilm the other day watching The Last Jedi. I was at home sucking my thumb, crying in the darkness. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. I felt so guilty.
Oh, you're terrible.
Well, I wanted you to be there. No popcorn.
No.
They don't allow any food or drinks in the Lucasfilm theater, and you have to stay till the end of the credits. And it's all about the appreciation of film.
What was this experience like being at Lucasfilm? We got to talk about that.
It was phenomenal. I've been to Lucasfilm and LucasArts many times over my career, and I know a lot of people there. That's why they extended the invite. And it's always amazing because this is a place that not only knows how to celebrate its own work, you know, the Star Wars stuff and the Indiana Jones stuff, but there's also just a devout appreciation for the art of filmmaking. Right. ILM is based in these facilities as well, and they work on everything.
It's a magical place to go to, right?
It's incredible, you know, like you'll just see amazing people walking all over the place.
Did you see anybody interesting when you were there?
This time, no. I think everybody's on vacation. I think what happened is they wrapped this movie, they shipped out the prints, and everybody chilled. But this time it was a lot of game press, and it was sort of more video game centric, talking about the tie-ins with The Last Jedi.
Yeah, right.
But the theater was amazing, and it was...
I would hope so.
It was the best way to see this film for the first time, and that came into sharp focus for me because I saw it again last night. I went to the Marine Gateway Theater here in Vancouver in Cinema 5, and I'm giving Cineplex a shout out here. That theater was terrible, and what a horrible way to watch The Last Jedi with its beautiful lighting and beautiful vistas, and it was just a dark, shoddy, crappy looking screen. I don't know if they're saving money in that theater or what, but all of the blacks, everything was squashed, and I felt terrible and it looked even sort of out of focus in some shots, and I felt bad for everybody seeing this.
I saw it
for the first time.
I saw it at a local theater down the road from me. I spent the extra bucks to see it a little bit early, and we had these huge recliners. It was wonderful. The sound was good.
I wish
they had
I'd been
a special little opening for Ryan Johnson talking about the movie, showing John Williams, doing the soundtrack.
Really?
Yeah, we saw a little.
See, we didn't get that at Lucasfilm. That's awesome.
Got a little bit of a moment. Don't try to make it seem soften the blow from your pal.
Sorry,
but we got to talk about this movie. I want to say something. I put my review up last night on the Happy Constant Gamer channel.
Yep.
I woke up and people were furious.
Yep.
This is a very divisive movie.
Yes, it is.
Because a lot of people are loving it, a lot of people are hating it.
I think it's because Ryan Johnson took some really big
risks
and big chances and some choices here. And I had the same thing. I put up my review that night, and I was surprised that some people in the UK
crazy.
There were a lot of people that really think this movie sucks and it's the worst thing, and they're blaming it on Disney, and it's shocking to see that because I certainly don't feel that. I feel like there are some missteps, or you know what? I'm not even going to say that. I'm just not in line with all of the choices that Ryan Johnson made.
Yeah, there's a lot of pacing issues for me. Like, I think Canto Bight is a missed opportunity.
I'm not a fan of that. And it sucks because this sounds like the Canto Bight is this casino city that we get to travel in. Major spoilers here, by the way.
Of course,
again, it's in the title. But Canto Bight is like this casino world, and it sort of evokes a little bit of
James Bond-y kind of stuff.
James Bond, but also it's like an upscale cantina or Maz's castle, that kind of sequence where you get lots of aliens and it's just a little too
like normal, like human reality.
Yeah, and it also felt a little Star Trek TV-ish a little bit, like too clean and it's sort of out of.
My problem is they didn't delve enough into that.
Yeah.
We kind of jumped down to this planet. First of all, I just want to say one of the things I didn't like in the movie was when Laura Dern takes control of the Resistance and she's in the ship and she's taking it, trying to get the hell out of there. And they're like, it's going to be 18 hours till we catch them. I was like, where's your missiles? Where's your ships? Where's the interceptors?
Yes.
And I know they were going for like a U-boat kind of idea thing and all that, but I was like, really? We have time for Rose and Finn to get in a shuttle, go all the way to a planet to see a guy who's got a rose on his jacket to find out some information.
That's the only
clue they have.
On a whole planet.
The whole planet is in the casino. You don't see them. There's thousands of aliens and stuff in there. And
just look for a rose bloom on his lapel.
And they didn't even get that guy. They got another guy, which is cool and all of that.
No, you're right. I mean, they can build a Death Star and they can actually weaponize a whole planet to destroy other planets, but they can't catch up with the fleet.
Yeah, it was completely. I was like, what? That was a bit. I was like, they have time to do the solo mission.
All right, so we're bouncing around a little bit too much here, but because that's kind of what this movie does, though, right?
It cuts a lot. Many different stories going on.
But it also all of these thoughts come into your head as you're trying to relay sort of information or thoughts on it because it's just a jumble. Like there's so much movie in this, and there's so much that is awesome.
Yes.
Like the whole training sequence with Rey and Luke Skywalker.
Love that.
Lovely stuff.
Lovely
I
stuff.
love the like you said in your review. I love the caretakers of the village. It was so great
when she cuts the rock and it falls down and destroys their little pram they have or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Even Kim beside me was laughing.
That was awesome.
It was really good.
Yeah.
No pun intended. The caretakers of the island were wonderful.
Yes.
Types of thing. The porgs were good. They weren't overused.
Yeah, I like the shot where Chewie's about to bite into a porg and he's like feels guilty.
I was feeling so much emotion.
That was great.
I was feeling guilty. I'm like, Chewie, you asshole.
I thought that was pretty cool. But I want to talk a little bit about the what was it?
Canto Bight?
Yeah, Canto Bight. I feel like that. And I think also the Finn and Rose sort of subplot.
Was it a little weak?
It was weak. It didn't sort of live up to what we wanted there, you know?
It was so quick. They get down to the planet, and they find the guy, and all of a sudden they're locked up. We didn't even get to enjoy that planet. I think the problem with the planet is we didn't get to delve into it.
Right.
We just kind of shown it superficially. Then I said, and I think the thing is I was talking about this to my wife.
Those creatures that they run on too.
Kind of weird.
They didn't. I mean, they reminded me of Episode 2. You know, like
it's a little bit strange.
Yeah.
The Fathers, there's something I think they called it.
I mean, a cool idea, but it did feel like
so fast.
They sped up something because they remembered that they had Finn and Rose that they had to kind of deal with, and they were, you know. And I'm not saying anything about the actors or the performances or anything like that. I just feel like they were forgotten a little bit in this movie.
Great example. Finn in that first movie, The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Such a charming character. We really fall in love with his character. We like his character quite a lot.
Yeah.
And in this one, he wasn't given a chance to shine with Rose, and I thought that was a real missed opportunity.
I mean, he's repeating a thing of like wanting to desert the state, like the ship, and trying to get away. And I liked the impetus to have that in there, but it just wasn't crystallized. It wasn't realized, you know. And so much of the rest of the movie was really working, even if the choices I kind of disagree with, taking Snoke out of the movie so quickly.
Dude, let's talk about that.
Yeah, that was nuts.
When all of a sudden that lightsaber turns and Snoke is dead, I'm like, he cut him in half? I'm like, are you serious? This is the big badass of the universe. He didn't even see that coming?
No, I know, right? And that doesn't make sense either, because he can put Kylo Ren and Rey together from distant planets, but he
manipulate that situation.
Yeah, manipulate it and totally get them together. But he can't feel like somebody's using the Force to move a lightsaber that's an inch away from him.
So weird.
And then he's dead, and it's so like there's no big sequence there. It's just he's just meat on the floor.
You must admit what an impact.
Oh, it was great.
It was like,
yeah,
whoa,
it was.
my God,
but I feel like that was like a scene from Episode 9 that they took out of Episode 9 and stuck into Episode 8. You know.
I know. We'll talk about it in a little bit. But they've gotten rid of essentially the main bad guy.
Yep.
Obviously, Kylo Ren has taken control of the First Order, but there's no build-up to the next movie now. To Episode 9, we were talking about that.
Yes, that's, I think, the biggest problem here is, like, when you think about Empire Strikes Back and how you leave the theater from Empire going, I have to wait 3 years to find out what's going to happen to everybody. You don't feel any of that after this movie.
It's over. It's just like...
And even the epilogue sequence with the little kids at the end.
That's weird.
I mean, I think Johnson is talking about...
The Force is always continuously going on, and it's not just Jedis. The Force is the Force.
It's in all of us.
It's in everything.
And it will continue forever. And I think that sort of underpins the Disney's hope for Star Wars and all the money they're investing into it, and the new franchise that Rian Johnson's going to... But it felt like the end of... The movie, the whole thing. Yeah, it felt like, okay, all right, everybody's cool. Yeah. They got away, and they're going to try to start it up again. And so I feel like which makes it a better singular film, I guess. But we know it's part of a new trilogy. We know there's an Episode 9 coming. Weird. We know there's more stuff coming. And I feel like by taking these major characters off the table, Luke Skywalker should have gone
into the 9th one. But he can still come back as a Force ghost.
Yeah.
And that's what I was thinking. And I think they'll do that.
Yeah.
He'll show up with Yoda and all
Weren't you bummed, though, that he didn't get his big combat sequence, that he didn't really get to kind of show all the tools that he had?
If he just did a fight sequence... he'd just be a common thug. It showed how ethereal and how almost like
he's beyond it,
he's
right?
beyond everything.
Yeah,
He's
I get that.
He's beyond the Force. He doesn't, to use weapons is crude and foolish.
I agree. He has moved. I mean, he throws away a lightsaber at the beginning, and
which is great.
It's incredible, and I think he has reached a higher level. I totally understand that. Yes. I get that. But
he was buying them some time.
But the fanboy in you,
yes,
doesn't the fanboy in you?
I don't want to see Luke Skywalker die. Dude.
But didn't you want to see him? Like, I wanted a Luke and Snoke a fight, man. Like like Snoke is excellent. Like, he's a great addition to this universe. I want to find
out about his life,
yes,
who he was, and I thought we'd find out.
And Andy Serkis is so good.
He's fine. He's fine. He's Gollum in Snoke or whatever. It's fine. But I didn't find out any backstory. None of us did. So it's like Snoke's killed, that's the end of that.
Yeah.
And it's very unfulfilling that. But I still love this movie. Like, a lot of people are talking about, okay, we got to talk about the Leia scene in space.
Yeah.
What did you think of that the first time you saw that?
Well, I saw it again last night, right?
Yes, so you saw it again.
So what happens is she braces for it.
Yes.
And she inhales, and she knows she's doing this. Because she's
with the Force.
Yeah, and she's such an incredibly powerful person, as we discover in this movie. Like, she's in tune with these powers.
It's the first time we see her use the Force ever.
So she gets ready, and I didn't notice that the first time. The first time I thought, oh, she's dead now. That's it.
That's how they're getting rid of her.
And then, wow. Okay, I guess all right. Okay, I guess they're not afraid to kill everybody in this movie.
It's gonna be hard.
Yeah. But then she comes back to life, and it was like, okay, I've never seen any Jedi or anybody in Star Wars do that before. Okay.
Did it bother you?
A little bit, but I was okay because, of course, she's got the Force coursing through her. And then on the second viewing, I was even better with it because I saw that she had, physically and mentally prepared. I wasn't happy though that Admiral Akbar just is gone.
I was reading that. Everybody was upset about that.
Yeah.
That was the least of my thoughts, actually, when I was watching this movie.
But he's just like a throwaway thing afterwards.
Sure.
We lost all of our senior people, including Admiral Akbar. Like, they had nothing to kind of show him go,
Yeah, what's he going to do? Oh, it's a trap again. It's another trap.
No.
I know. It's really funny, but what did you think of Luke's astral projection of himself? I thought it was absolutely...
That was fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yes. Yeah, and it was incredibly... moving and smart, and that's I think my thing with this movie is that it's smart without heart. It's so well made and so clever, but I don't feel for these characters like I felt
in The Force Awakens.
Even in The Force Awakens, The Force Awakens was more heart than
so much
smart.
Heart.
Right? It wasn't that intelligent.
It's a very smaller movie, but there's a lot more heart with the characters.
Yeah, and the way that everybody was, except for Luke, who we really wanted more of, and we do get more of him here. But I don't know, man. Like, I feel like we really could have seen.
I know.
More.
We saw more.
Yeah.
We saw more. We want to see Luke continue on.
Yeah.
Finish her training with with Rey. Finish his training with Rey.
Yeah.
And we didn't. We got this movie.
Yeah.
And I was not unhappy when Luke Skywalker died at the end. I was sitting there. I had 3D glasses on. I wanted to see this movie in 2D, but it was only 3D.
Did it get you?
Oh.
Yeah. Really?
Put it this way.
Yeah.
I like Star Wars is my religion. Whenever Luke's music would play.
Yeah.
I was like fucking tears. I'm like, oh, John, calm down. Calm down.
That whole scene with the two sons and him, breathing it in, that was incredible.
That was insane.
Dude, I was first in line in Vancouver when The Empire Strikes Back came out. I went to the first screening. I played hooky from school, and I stayed for 2 screenings. And this registers with me and means so much to me too. And it's impossible for me to not pit it against those memories. And I just don't have that same adoration for this. I felt a little bit more of that with The Force Awakens than I do with The Last Jedi.
Yeah, I still like this movie. I give it an 8.5, but it has some pacing issues. It did some unusual things, but I was okay. I was along for the ride.
Were you pissed about Phasma?
Phasma was such an add-on. I thought they kept saying that Phasma was going to have a bigger role in this.
Yeah.
And she just shows up and fights Finn. That's not a bigger role. She had no speaking bits, no interaction bits, no taking charge bits.
And honestly, like, their fight is like 3 hits, and then she falls into the fiery grave.
I know.
But
she won't be dead, obviously.
I don't think so. And it also is one of my favorite shots in the whole movie, with all the light crackling around and the chrome and the reflection of Finn in her mask. I thought that was just so stunning to look at.
It's a beautiful looking film.
Yeah.
This is gorgeous looking stuff.
Yeah.
And the music is I was listening, I got the soundtrack this morning and I was listening to it. And I was like, yeah, this hits all the right beats.
Yeah.
It's not his best score by any means, but whenever they play Luke's theme or the Island theme or Rey's theme,
I love Rey's theme.
I'm a very happy camper, so I'm not upset.
Yeah, I mean, Daisy Ridley's excellent. I think Kylo Ren is interesting, but not fearsome.
Not as much as he was in the first one. In the first one, he was more complex in a way.
Yeah.
Even though he was simplistic emo guy.
Yeah, but he just seems to be stretching that. He's just stretching those. I'm an emotional. And I get that he would be, but I don't really see the motivation for wanting to hunt down the Resistance at the end, other than he's pissed off that that Rey didn't want to join him, and then he's just like, okay, fuck, I'm killing them all.
And that's the correct. He's so angry at the end. You're like, why?
Yeah.
I think he's angry because he wants to be Darth Vader. He wants to be that big badass.
Does he though?
Yes, he does.
He didn't kill his mother.
And that shows his weakness.
Yeah.
That shows that he is still with the light side of the Force and all that. But he's trying. He's fighting me. He's in turmoil still with himself, and that's why he's so mad and angry. He's trying to dish out to really kick some ass. Yeah. To compensate his insecurities within himself, I think.
I didn't like this more on my second viewing, and I gave it about an 8.5 when I saw it the first time. I feel like I'm kind of at an 8 right now. I feel like it's, the more I think about it and the more that I watch it, unlike Rogue One, which I think worked in such a really cool sort of clockwork way.
I liked it way better than Rogue One.
Oh, really?
Oh, God,
no, I really liked Rogue One, and I kept watching it again and again and getting more out of it because it was just it was, again, more smart than heart, but I just love the way that those pieces click together.
I like Rogue One,
and I love the villain in Rogue One as well. And I feel like if Snoke had lived for this movie, even that simple choice, I would like this a lot more. But
I like the shock value, and then all of a sudden, they call it, what do they call it, Kylo Ray, right, or something? They get together and they fight.
You're shipping
the guards.
them.
Yeah, exactly. I like that shock.
That
value.
scene was incredible. Yes, it was. But even they didn't have to kill him. They could have just give him another scar on his head.
I like the shock of it.
It was cool.
It's a shock moment.
But it was too soon, is what I'm saying.
I know. I wanted more Snoke, and I wanted more Luke. Yeah. And I don't have that. Yeah. But I'm not holding it against the movie. I like the shock factors of both those characters dying.
Well, and the other thing, and I mentioned this when I talked about it with my friends Ben and Jose on my channel, that really was an open opportunity for Rian Johnson to deal with the death of Carrie Fisher, is to have her operate the Resistance ship that does the light speed.
She should have taken, but they didn't know at the time.
I know.
I think they were filming
it. But they could have, digitally redone that whole sequence.
I agree. But then Laura Dern has to come back. I like Laura Dern.
And she was good.
She was good.
But not so good that she deserved this huge heroic send-off so quickly.
So I was watching your review, and you were saying how much you enjoyed Poe. I did too. He's a flawed hero.
I love Poe.
I think there's something amazing about that.
I mean, I would be super happy if Lucas said we're doing a whole separate thing on Poe's adventures.
Really?
Yeah.
I like him.
I don't think we need that, but I just like Oscar Isaac in that role. That he's great. He's just so fun to watch him do his every time he's in his X-wing and just taking out. It's just incredible to watch. Oh,
it's fun. It's really. Right from what did you think about the humor? Is the humor off-putting?
No, I liked it. I the second time when you watch Poe at the beginning of the movie and he says, "I'm on hold. I'll wait." Yeah. That feels a little colloquial. That feels a little earthbound, but also fun and funny, and it made me laugh.
Trust me, in the theater when this was happening, I was like, "This is kind of awkward." This is kind of awkward. But then I was like, "John, let's go with it. This is fun. This is Star Wars. We're supposed to be having fun."
And honestly, that's kind of what we need right now, right? Like we need Rian Johnson and every other director that attacks these properties to try to put something into it. It can't be super precious. It needs to have a thumbprint of the creator on it, and I respect it all. I don't feel for it like I feel like Force did.
The Force Awakens is a comfort zone movie. This is more of a very serious, solemn,
cerebral,
intense, cerebral movie where you need to say, I'm going to put some time aside to watch this movie.
Yes.
And I have to be in a certain state of mind to watch it.
But there are some things that undermine it, and I think one of the biggest shocking things is that whole, I forget the casino world.
Canto Bight.
The Canto Bight and the Finn and Rose stuff.
That was way too short.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that got cut.
Yeah.
My feelings.
Yeah.
I think he really like look at the entire casino and they shoot through it.
Yeah.
And that's it. In the making of stuff.
And there's a leprechaun, as my friend Ben pointed out. There's a leprechaun plunking gold coins into BB.
It's kind of interesting. It's kind of fun.
Cheese.
But what was the thing? What got me the most is they got Anthony Daniels to train all the robots in the casino.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Yeah.
We didn't even fucking see them.
Yeah.
We just take one sweep in
I know.
and that's it.
I know.
What do they have to do this?
Right, and then who's Justin Theroux is got his big greasy mustache, and he's playing some character out of 1940s Hollywood in the middle, and he just stands out. It's like, I know that guy. He's famous, and he just appears in the movie.
He's a little bit off-putting, but it kind of worked. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is an interesting movie. A lot of people are upset though.
Yeah, and you're gonna see it again.
Oh, I'm gonna see it I gotta say one last thing.
Yeah.
Me and my wife get out of the theater, and we're standing there waiting to get the bus, and then she says to me, she's like, "Oh my God, I love the sexual tension with Kylo Ren and Rey." I'm like, "What? Really?"
I did too, actually. I like that there's something happening there. I mean, there's like unrequited love in every angle. It feels which I think you kind of need.
Yeah.
But we didn't go far enough with that. You know, like I feel like Empire did that, and Star Wars did that. Like there was a
little bit more of a push.
There was heart, man. That's the thing that's
funny.
missing.
Like I didn't even look at it that way. I just thought they were really communicating, and there was a little bit of awkward fun.
Yeah.
But look at it. She said, I love that bit. She's like, I want to see them get together and rule the galaxy. I'm like,
that would be fun. That's like an alternate version of that. I'm sure there'll be a comic book that's explores that.
When I was a kid, I always wanted the Empire to win.
Yeah.
I always wanted the Empire to win.
And I was thinking about this with Poe because I really think he's such a cool part of the thing. And there's nothing on the Empire side. There's no kick-ass Empire pilot. And wouldn't that be an amazing head-to-head, right?
Yeah.
That like a Red Baron.
Kylo Ren. Hux is just a big fool now.
I love Hux.
I love him too.
As a character, but yes, he is totally inconsequential. Like he's just a ragdoll that gets thrown around. In the first one, he was a
little bit more serious, and I thought we were going to see him take a step up, but he took a step down.
Well, and he should have been killed. It should have been him instead of Snoke, and and that's the thing is like I can't not fix this movie for me, you know. And I like a lot of people love this movie as probably as many people love it, and a lot of people hate it. But for me, I can't watch it and go, well, I would have done this and that and this and that, and that's why I can't just glowingly just lose myself in it.
Let me say something. When I finished watching this movie, and I thought about it this morning, I thought I could never make a movie like this.
Yeah.
I'm just there to enjoy. I couldn't make this movie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want the pressure of it.
Yes.
And so I just watched it as an audience. Remember, like I just took it in for that. For me, to see Luke on that island, to hear that music, training Rey, like milking that freaking creature
and drinking green milk, not
I know,
blue milk.
He's like, yeah, I drink green milk. Yeah, you got to do it too.
That was great.
That was an amazing moment. I was like, at first I was like, what, the teats in this thing? What the fuck?
Well, and Johnson's smart enough to know that it's all those little details that become like lore and become these moments that we reminisce about and talk about and think about.
The porgs and all of that. So I think we talked about this movie.
Yeah, we have. You know what else I did appreciate though is Carrie Fisher is fantastic in this movie.
I'm glad you brought that up.
On the second viewing, I really got her beats, and I really saw she is just amazing.
I don't want to say in The Force Awakens, she felt like she was nervous and she was having a really hard time.
Yeah.
Where this one, she seemed to, I think Rian Johnson really helped her relax.
She was great.
And she delivered a really good performance. And I'm not saying anything in The Force Awakens. I think she was having a hard time.
Yeah.
This one, she absolutely delivered.
The movie honors her. You know, like the shots of her looking out underneath the crate shield door that's coming down and the sun's in her eyes.
She has a moment.
Yeah, she's just awesome.
She's awesome.
God, the series is going to miss her. And
definitely.
I don't know what the hell JJ is going to do because she's alive in the goddamn movies and she's not here, you know? Like it's so weird.
The series is going to miss everybody.
Yeah.
Nearly everybody's gone.
I know.
No Han Solo, no Luke now.
Yep.
Not even a Snoke.
I know. I know.
It's absolutely crazy.
It's a big mess that Rian Johnson left for JJ. Let's see what he does now.
Hey, man, so we got to recap here. What are you going to give this movie?
I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10.
I loved it. I really enjoyed it. I thought there was some pacing issues. 8.5 for me.
All right.